What was the impact of Enlightenment on the American Revolution?
That's an interesting question because historians have long debated whether there really was an enlightenment in early America and how different it was or wasn't from its European sources. Most people now, I think, consider the Enlightenment to have been very important for leaders, particularly some of the key architects of the key texts of the American Revolution, people like Jefferson and Madison. However, there were other strains of thinking as well that were important to those thinkers. So again, they weren't directly taking up Enlightenment ideas as much as combining them with other sets of ideas. And I would argue something similar, that it's impossible to imagine a discussion of the rights of man or ideas like the pursuit of happiness without imagining Enlightenment origins for many of them. The text would sound different if it had been written in a different moment in time. And so I don't think the Enlightenment produced the American Revolution directly either, but it's impossible to understand the nature of the American Revolution and particularly the actions of its leaders without some sense of the texts they were reading and of the ideas they were imbued with, and even the socialization and the cultural life that they'd created in places like Philadelphia with the
Mm.
American Philosophical Society and organizations that were designed really to be transmitters of ideas from Europe to the New World
Uh,
and vice versa.
did our founding fathers, such as Thomas Jefferson, Madison, later Alexander Hamilton, did they know that we are in this special age? I don't know. Did they even use the term enlightenment?
Hmm.
Is that something that we're
No.
no?
The term there, the French talk about the les Lumières, which is sort of the leading lights. The Germans talked about Aufklärung by the time of the end of the 18th century. But the term enlightenment did not exist yet. It's a much later invention. And Kant had said, for instance, we're living in an enlightened age by the 1780s, but not calling the period the Enlightenment in any direct way.